Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Treasure of Barracuda. Seems like it should be Treasure of the Barracuda. So I got to the point where I had opened this handle, which I can't even open at the moment. Um, let's see, we can do, I think, just that. And then we open this and this got us this treasure map. And apparently this puzzle is fairly linear as I went and looked at the so next couple of steps that I needed to do, because I was definitely just spinning around quite a lot on this box, not knowing what the next step is, thinking that possibly because I closed this sliding section here back up, that had ruined it. The thing here is I followed the map, making the assumption that south is this direction, but somehow the solution is over here. So I was either very far off, or south, 7 south here, is not 7 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way, but somehow 7 steps diagonally, or somehow 7 steps this way. None of that really makes a lot of sense, but clearly something was off with my math, and that was the linear problem. So when you find that then lets you shift this one piece here, and then by shifting that one piece there, it's back to trying to figure out what's changed. You see that there's a piece now sticking out here, and then you can slide out that. That is as much hint as I stopped at. It's just 2 steps forward. I would have paused the video faster and just done 1 step forward. But yeah, it does definitely feel fairly linear. This looks like this goes in here. Yep. Which then I have to assume you just rotate this. And yeah, with rotating that, you now have a steering wheel that just popped out with probably some force in the real world set, via rubber band tension or maybe a worm drive. So the mountain just popped out there. There's not a lot to see here. It's just a standard Lego steering wheel, pirate ship steering wheel piece. It's kind of unbelievable that that doesn't at some point just go in here. This doesn't feel like quite the right place for that, so I would suspect it maybe goes here over that. And then rotate one way until a sound effect plays, and I suspect that shifted something where something is different now. Let's look under the place. We put that on that. This might be a case where we have to get a specific angle, or it might be that you have to twist it at a different You may just have to twist a lot. You may have to get a specific angle on it. Yeah, and since this does feel so linear, I wonder if if there's potentially something. And that makes a sound effect, and I think you only have a certain amount of time to potentially find the next thing to push in. And ever increasingly, there's more things you can shove in and mess with. Hey. Well, that was something. Seems like we did as much as we could there. Interesting. Because it's not letting me spin the wheel anymore. Right, well. Yep, there's a little slide switch down here. Easily missed. And I wonder if this skeleton is one of the glow-in-the-dark minifigs, and if it is just going to forever be trapped in the box. If we switch something, then interesting. Zooming in. I'm really looking for new things to be able to press. And I think this is new. Of course, the real question is, am I just undoing my progress? I think I am. Yeah, that moves that forward, which implies to me that something else now should be out of the way. Something we probably haven't dealt with before. I did see in looking at the solution that there is effectively a point at which this top opens up, so that is a goal. It really does just feel like there's too much of a chance, though. Too much of a chance that you're going to go in circles. Undoing your progress the whole time. And some of these obviously need to be moved a couple times, but that doesn't mean they always need to be moved. Could it be something as crazy as the switch needing to be moved back? Just gonna try and go and make backwards circles. Alright, well, here's the problem. You cheated once, or I've cheated once now. It's not outside of my willingness now to cheat again. So, I think what I want to do is probably just watch the next step on the guide video that I'm watching and see what the next solution is. Because kind of at this point, the only thing I could think of is if there was some way to move this further inward. I've pretty much just reset everything except for this one piece, which is kind of the starter piece. Which that's probably not what I'm supposed to do. I'm probably supposed to have everything inset and have found actually a way to make that more difficult. See, that makes a click sound because it pops out the center part. And then pressing this resets everything on every side. And because you don't have this piece, which is like step 1 pressed in, I don't think you can press anything else on. Nope. If anything, it feels like these are pretty much just not connected as pieces. You have to do all of that to then be able to do that. Yeah, I don't even remember what the next step was. You probably have to do that, yeah. And we're just retracing our steps, really. And see, that step from that point would have been where we would have gotten the wheel and put the wheel here and then been allowed to spin that. And from that point, that's when we would have been able to flip that switch. So, for the most part, with the exception of this side panel, this is the shape that the puzzle should have been in. but it's not going in any deeper. There. My assumption would be this piece here. Or that you can slide this in or out, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Because this piece would have to be blocking something internally. We could push this inward, possibly. Nope. Okay, let me just hit play on the video and see what the next step is. Alright, showing me what I've already done with the compass. Spinning that to get the wheel. We did that. You didn't take the wheel. Put it on the back. Put it there. Spin it. We did that. I have the video muted, by the way. That lets you slide the box and slide that forward, which then lets you do... Yes, I see the problem. How do I get the solution? The music also auto mutes. I may have glitched the game out. I need to get back into this region here. But you were supposed to have left this section open. And it's not open. Closed it. So what would be the thing that's blocking this? Like, honestly, I think it might just be that this is visually in the way when this should have been left open. Let's see, we're about halfway through this. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and see what specifically needs to be done for just opening that side. Right, it's the first step and then that step only. Or maybe not. Maybe we don't need to do too much more. There's a compartment here that you push in. This is gonna kind of suck, but reset that. Reset that. Reset that one. Reset that one. This may be because it's zoomed in. I may just not have a good camera angle to zoom in here. well. It should just be this one and this one. And so I just need to kind of reset this piece. Right. Is there some way we could get the camera over there? Yeah, I'm just not getting into the video mode. And so I can't click this box. Alright, you know what? It sucks, but just, we're gonna have to start a whole new game. Like, it's glitched. Like, that's all there is to it. Which, yeah, what can we say? This is an advertisement, and it's a free game, so we can't complain too much. But I think you can fairly complain quite a bit in... What am I missing? As I was watching it, that looked like that was all you had to do. Let me just watch the video again. Pushing those two. And then maybe I just did not click quite high enough. You know what? I'm looking at the easy solution, but I chose medium as the difficulty. Let me watch that video. Mute that video. Yeah. There could simply just be extra steps. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. So you have an extra piece here that you had to push in, which arguably maybe meant that this would have been more of a challenge. Thought this just pulled out, but I guess maybe it doesn't. Well, whatever. Now it pulls out. So, this is a very bad camera angle. I'm just gonna leave that there and never close that door again. Yeah. And when you know the solution, it's not like it's gonna take you that long to solve it. We'll just go over here and go ahead and take that, put that there, take that, still or not. quite to where I want to be. There we go. And so, I suppose there is a just cage within a cage, as it is down here. So the skeleton is on the right, and that cage just slides that way. That lets us do that. So now we're back to where we were, and that was not a lot of time. And the trick here is that somewhere there's a brick to slide. Although maybe not. It seems to me like you've got a locking piece here and a locking piece there, and they are blocking the vision of the piece. Because I again was watching the easy solution, and they've added some complications to that. Alright, well, probably means resetting things. So let's slide that, then go back in here and see if anything's changed. No. Let's push that. Can't push that. Push that. Nope, can't push that. Push that. See if that changes anything. And you really have to get in there to see it. Push this. Did that change anything? It looks different. You can kind of see you're really, really close towards the solution. Is it possible that we do just need to slide this cannon back the opposite direction? It's possible, yeah. That being said, it doesn't kind of seem like it does allow for that. And it does seem like we are just being pushed into undoing all of our progress again. Just make sure that we aren't missing something fairly generic. It does just kind of feel like the Lego pieces that you're supposed to hit would be this like red piece here, or it would be something that was covered up. Yeah, let's just watch the next solution, because yeah, it's once you start cheating, it's not worth it. And that to get that. Okay, so I need to skip ahead. I'm actually fairly far away from where the next step would be. Oddly, I am halfway through what is a 2-minute just video of showing you what to do, but of course, if you know what to do, it would only take you a couple of minutes. Okay. It's here. Sorry, that went too fast. It was the brown thing to the right of the red was what I needed to click on, and I just didn't pay enough attention to it. Okay. So if that now pushes in that, can we pull this? Can we push this in? Can we possibly push this deeper? Or this deeper? Or this deeper? Maybe at this point there's a slide, although I kind of question it that there would. I'm pushing that back. Probably didn't do anything. Yeah. That's the next step. No clue as to what the next step is. Because it's not like we see a lot of... This one can't move now. Neither can this. It's not like there's a lot of options. One of the things I suppose you could try is just to see if the entire chest is now open. And you could always try that. But we still don't even have like a key. And this is another area where definitely wouldn't want to risk trying to close this. Nor do I really think that would do anything. There is a distinctive lack of breadcrumbing. Now, here's the problem. I can't be particularly that good of a critic around a puzzle box, whether it's made of Lego or otherwise, compared to a video game, because video games have always, or at least most recently, been designed to hold your hand and like let you win. Like they're not designed to be real challenges by any means. Whereas puzzle boxes are designed to be real challenges, and they're designed to take a decent amount of time, because as soon as you solve them, they also lose practically all of their value. And that has always been the reason why I've never bothered to budget for a puzzle box, is that they're very expensive, particularly if you're talking about like the traditional Japanese puzzle boxes that have potentially thousands of moves. But yeah, you're going to immediately not really care about owning a puzzle box that much as soon as you solve it. So it has to be fairly frustrating, fairly complicated. I'm just going to look at the next solution. That, and then that, I guess you hit the center thing back, and then that lets you click that. Okay. So it is a reset by pressing this, and then that lets you click this. And I would have to assume at that point interesting. You have a flatter piece here now sticking out. And that should let this drag out. And inside here we have a key. Well, geez, what are we supposed to do with the key? It does look like it's misconfigured as a key, but it doesn't seem like you can really do anything with it to reconfigure it, because this is a round hole, and what I see here is not so much a round hole, although this is really dark. It'd be better if this piece was a bright, colorful color. Well, it just worked. And I suppose there is something satisfactory around the idea of things just opening the way you would expect them to. Okay. A big, giant Lego hinge, and inside of it you have a smaller treasure chest. And inside of it you've found the Treasure of Barracuda, Treasure of Barracuda. Support the Lego ideas, and this can be a real Lego set. Which, as a real Lego set, there is definitely a danger of this getting a little dumbed down. But even if they left all the challenges similar or exactly the same, which we've already seen the solution at this point and spoiled ourselves, there is a danger of this being somewhere around $150 to $200, which Lego is expensive, so that's not terrible, but it is there's still potentially a risk there. Now, what it does have going for it is there hasn't been another treasure map set that I can think of, or a treasure chest set. So by having 3 different possible sales pitches there, where if somebody just wants a treasure chest made out of Lego, this is a good set to get. If somebody wants a treasure map with compass set, this is a good set to make. If somebody wants a puzzle box, this is a good set to get. If somebody's obsessed with the old Lego Pirates series, this is a good set to get. And continue playing, there's more treasure to find. Right. And it's just shooting out little Lego gold coins. What I find interesting though is you can't look at the bottom of it, of the little treasure chest, which I would have expected that you could have done that. So there's got to be something in the lid, I would suspect. It's got some little hooks. Then you have this pink piece, but it's not pink on the bottom. Yeah. Never did free this guy. So there's no reason to go for a third hour here. Let's look at the solution to finding the rest of the achievements, because I imagine they are going to be fairly complicated and just extra. I would suspect maybe you take the key out and put it somewhere else and use it as a pushing tool. What's funny is the video I'm watching also struggled to have the lid of the treasure chest actually open all the way. Okay. This is weird. I don't think I probably would have ever thought of this. It wants us to go over here and regain this. To then go over here and use this piece, which is the cross piece, basically as a screwdriver in this hole here, which there is a brightness issue, certainly. Like there was never an option here to turn up brightness or anything like that. No. This is supposed to go here. That's what it's showing me. So why is it not working? Because you have to zoom in first. Right. And I'm assuming not so much there. And I'm assuming not so much there. And what I guess that probably is opening for is for the entire lid to potentially come off. Which I don't know if that really is believable. Do we have to swing the lid close? See, I don't want to just immediately look up every solution, but I also don't want to spend 20 minutes clicking on things and let's see. Let's see what we do next. Wait, that's weird. This opens a treasure chest drawer here. And here you have a standard Lego treasure chest, which inside of it is a little Lego glowing gem piece. And that's another achievement down. Yep. What I would say is good about this this Lego Ideas design compared to a lot of them is that it is coming from an angle and a perspective of something that is very Lego-y and doable. I'd almost assume there isn't another item, or if it is, it's going to end up over here. A lot of Lego idea sets make sense, but only make sense if you were to put 10,000 pieces together and approximate what they're trying to accomplish. But then also a lot of Lego sets really don't have any reason why they wouldn't work, and yet they're still not really given a chance. Here we can see a gear. I don't know if we could have seen that gear that whole time. Again, I'm really bemused as to what the next step would be. It doesn't seem like too many of the steps are reset. It would be helpful if the one reset button here was missing, and maybe in easy mode it is missing. That way you could give the instructions at the beginning of solving a puzzle like this that once you've made a move, you never need to undo it, which would be very helpful. But then that also probably would have made it a lot easier. Let's see what the next solution is. There's a thing over here in the corner, which is cake for everyone. And I guess that just appeared when we solved it. Right. That weirdly leaves me with two achievements that I didn't get. One is called Alan, Alan, Alan. And one is a hidden achievement, which yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Let's see, back guides. See, L in the crystal. Click on the green plant, and then the crystal appears. it says. Green plant. And crystal. We had clicked on that green plant. And here's a cat. And then it said click on the ship also. So since we restarted the game, I guess I didn't click on that. So I needed to click on that crystal. So just for video game's sake, there's a couple things that you have to click on. This, and this. That gets you all of that. There's a little cat, which, yeah, you would want a pirate minifig of some sort, and I'm a little surprised that you don't have something more to that. I'm okay with them leaving just a skeleton minifig forever trapped under the puzzle, but feels like there's probably enough room in the top here to potentially have a minifig or a minifig in the treasure chest or something, or just minifigs in general on coming with the set. As a Lego idea set, it doesn't have to have minifigs certainly, but it would be nice to have something. Yeah, and we've gotten all the achievements. So let's see, save games. And I would just assume quit game. Probably quits us out completely. So, yeah. Took me 2 1-hour episodes to solve Treasure of Barracuda, as much as I absolutely did not solve Treasure of Barracuda and just got frustrated and looked up the solution. Would I buy this as a Lego idea set? Yes. Would I like the puzzles to be different when I actually got the final set? Yes. Does something like this need to be made out of Lego? Not so much. It probably would have been a better puzzle if it didn't, compared to other puzzles that often have ball bearings and magnets and just other elements that would be hard to approximate in Lego form. This puzzle had to heavily rely on sliding bricks from point A to point B. It introduced a sliding panel gimmick and then only really used it once, maybe 3 times if you include the handles, but I would say that's probably a different gimmick, where it used the sliding boxes, sliding Lego bricks inside of the treasure chest multiple times. The treasure map is very underused, and when, like I said, when I originally saw someone solve this, the treasure map didn't even exist. I'm not even sure the compass existed. It probably didn't. So you can see how they're trying to make it a bigger experience. You would definitely get more enjoyment out of doing this in Lego, because you'd have to put the whole thing together first, which means also you would be spoiled on the puzzle box. So it creates this weird situation where I could easily see Lego rejecting this as a Lego idea set, because if you are a single child or something, or just the only person in your friends or family that does Lego, you're going to have to put the box together, which means you're going to know exactly how the puzzle works, which means you're not going to be able to enjoy it yourself. You're going to have to give it to someone else. It is weirdly a Lego set that you would gift to somebody fully assembled, where almost always if you're going to gift Lego sets to somebody, you would gift them unassembled. You're going to spend a considerable amount of time putting the map together and the treasure chest, but really the map is going to feel like it's an hour longer than it should be to put that together for very little reward as far as actually being a puzzle box element. So yeah, there's a lot of work and thoughts you'd have to think about as far as whether this would get approved. It is doing something very different. As an actual video game, I don't know if this really works that well as a video game either. I'm glad it's free. I'm glad you can, in less than 2 hours, get all of the achievements. Had this cost money, you would have probably thought about refunding it if you beat it under 2 hours anyways, because it's just so short. Plus, I imagine a lot of people would get just frustrated with it and think about refunding it. But if there was going to be a continued concept of having puzzle boxes in video game form, and it was going to start to actually cost money, I like the accessibility idea there, certainly. It is ridiculous that people are making single puzzle boxes and then selling them to collectors for like tens of thousands of dollars, or at least allegedly tens of thousands of dollars. I'm not sure if those numbers are really true. So I would probably want to see more video games around puzzle boxes. We do have a few games that take that concept, but then they expand upon it quite a lot, where the Room is kind of a great example. The Room 1, 2, 3, and its VR spinoff are effectively puzzle boxes, but they have quite a lot of puzzles in them. Plus, we've seen a lot of people take the general concept of a puzzle box and shift around reality and have the player be inside the puzzle box, be inside the maze. And that tends to be something that you could only do in a video game, and that makes it more feel like a video game, where this definitely feels like a product demo. But I can't say I hate this since it's free, but I am very cautious about the concept of putting an advertisement out for free on Steam. This is the danger, certainly, of the open market concept, the libertarian laissez-faire concept that Steam and Valve tried to implement with Steam Direct. But yeah, if we started to see a whole bunch of Coca-Cola and Wendy's and KFC games on Steam, I think people would start to get a little tired of it. And we've already seen, I believe, a KFC game on Steam. Again, I believe for free. It's all going to start for free, and then 4 or 5 years down the line, they're going to start charging for commercials. Anyways, that's going to be it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.